what does it mean to you to be healthy? So that question kind of made me start thinking, and to me, being healthy isn't just about physical appearance, like, oh, you've got a six-pack, you're healthy. Like, you don't know what's going on inside that person's head. Like, they could be having so much problems, so much mental problems, so much confident issues.
Healthy to me is a word which has kind of lost its meaning, and I think it gets thrown around a lot, often in the wrong context. And I think that we've kind of lost track of what is healthy and what isn't. First of all, people think that it's this or that. It's you're either healthy or you're unhealthy. Foods are either healthy or unhealthy. And it's not like that at all. In my eyes, it's a kind of a scale, it's like a spectrum.
Being healthy means to me that I can go out and I can do any activity that I want, whether it's running, whether it's cycling, whether it's swimming, whether it's golf or walking. That's what being healthy means to me.
For me, being healthy is about being happy with yourself, happy with those around you, and happy with your life and where it's heading. So at times I may have looked physically healthy, I may have looked quite thin and what some girls would aspire to look like, but on the inside I was eating 1,000 to 1,500 calories, I was over-exercising, I was under-eating, and I just wasn't mentally happy.
It's a really difficult concept to kind of get a grip on. It's obviously been thrown around all the time. Everyone has their different definitions of it, which I think is great. Every single person is different. Everyone needs to think about it differently. For me, I think balance is so important. It's a term that's also thrown around, but just everything in moderation.
Being healthy is basically just a combination of pretty much two things, in my belief. Obviously you get the physical aspect of it, so like your diet, your nutrition, how you're looking, your internal health. But other than that, I believe that it's also a combination of mental health too.
When I think of what being healthy means to me, I immediately think of two things. One, my mental health. Am I in a good place? Am I the person I want to be? Am I actively working towards my goals? And secondly, my physical health.
Personally, I am one of those people. I like to try and stay fit. I like to try and keep a stable diet, and that's cool. But I also give in to my cravings, because that takes us to the next point. The cravings keep me mentally happy, because who doesn't love chocolate, right?
The first thing that springs into my mind is obviously having a healthy diet. So basically having balance, so not only just eating your greens, but also, being able to eat pizza and not feeling bad about it.
Healthy to me has changed over the last 20 years, because in my 20s I could eat what I wanted and didn't have to exercise. As I got into my 30s and 40s, that has changed.
It's all about making sure at the end of the day that you can look in the mirror and be pleased with what you've achieved throughout the day. So whether that is getting in that gym session that you wanted to, so going and lifting weights, or perhaps a cardio session.
Personally, I believe that a healthy person is a happy person. And in order to be happy, one must find a balance between the physical and mental aspects of health and fitness. You really can't judge someone based on either separately, because at the end of the day, it's very much a balance between the two. And everyone's balance is totally different. It's all about what works for you.
I'd say my perception of health is made up of three things. So the first one's physical, the second one's mental, the third one is social. I'd say physical health is not being handicapped by things like illness, injury and disease. So you can go about the day in your life how you want to go about without being held back by anything.
For me, healthy means how healthy you are on the inside. It's not about your looks, but more importantly, just having a basic level of health, being free of any serious illnesses.
Healthy isn't that girl on Instagram who has a big bum, alright? That's not healthy. It's not the dude in the gym who's super ripped. That's not healthy. Healthy is someone who, in my opinion, has complete control over their body and their mind, and these two things work completely in sync with each other.
I think as long as you're loving yourself and doing things for yourself and not for the benefit of others, for example, if you want to get in shape just to impress the guy down the road, that is not healthy. Yeah, you're getting physically healthy, but it's not healthy up here.
I can have the food that I want and also have an alcohol intake that I want.
I've done the whole eat 1,200 calories a day thing, over exercising. That is not healthy. I'm slowly learning what healthy is actually like. So everything in moderation, eat when you're hungry, stop eating when you're full, just simple things that we are, you know, meant to do. Exercise because you love it, not because you want to lose weight. I exercise because it makes me feel amazing.
I really like the saying that if you're not happy with yourself, then you can't make anyone else happy, because I think it's so true. Like, if you're not confident in yourself, if you're not happy where you are, if you're not happy where you're going, or happy with your physical health, happy with your mental health, it's very hard for you then to move on to something else, like move on to a relationship, move on to being around friends and family, because you're not happy in yourself. So when they're telling you things or maybe giving you compliments that you don't yourself believe, then it's hard for you to move on past that, and you end up feeling worse and worse and worse.
So many people sit at a desk job, they drive in their cars, they sit on public transport. Why not go out and get some casual steps and go out for a walk, get some fresh air, clear your head?
Really, it's not all about, oh, you eat a salad, you're healthy. Like, you can have that balanced diet, so you can go out and you can have a McDonald's one day, and then the next day you can have a salad. That doesn't mean you're unhealthy because you had the McDonald's. That just means that you've got a healthy balance because you know what's right and you know what's wrong.
It is all about balance, really. So eating well, exercising.
Being content with what you've got while striving towards what you want. So you're not comparing yourself to other people, but you are sort of setting goals and you're trying to move forward.
I would give an example of who I think is a very physically fit, mentally fit person. My best friend, she doesn't have what Instagram considers a bikini body, but she goes to the gym 5 times a week. She lets herself have treats on foods that she wants, but obviously doesn't, she's not gluttonous. She eats really well, and she's mentally happy. She doesn't let social media distort the way that she sees herself. She loves herself and she knows that she has a healthy lifestyle.
A healthy mindset about your body, about your life, about your diet, about exercise. I think that's probably the most important thing, and that's the thing that springs to my mind when someone says they're healthy.
Something that will work for someone else, they're healthy, might not necessarily work for you. So just test out different things, see how you react well to what makes you feel good, and that is healthy.
If you're happy with the person you are, not just whether you think you look nice, but if you're happy with how you treat people, how people treat you, then that's really what healthy is all about.
If I'm in good shape and if I'm feeling good about my body, then it gives me one less thing to feel insecure about.
Being healthy is all about you enjoying life, but being active at the same time.
Not being hard on yourself if you have the odd treat.
Being healthy is all about being confident in your own appearance, being confident with who you are.
It's nice to hear compliments from other people, but if you hear them from yourselves first, it means a lot more.
You can be healthy on the outside, but if your head's not there, are you really healthy?